welcome to the Children's Corner. My name is Cynthia Middleton, and today we have a guest here, CJ Papa.
Hi, how are you, Cynthia?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Glad to be here.
Good, wonderful. Our show today is going to be about sports. And we're going to get all excited because we're going to talk really about what's going on, specifically mostly football, which is a big thing now. The Super Bowl is going on, so we'll have a lot of exciting things to talk about. Okay, we're going to take a quick break right now, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is the kids' discovery room. This is our locker room where kids get to try a bunch of different activities, and of course they get to try on all of different game-used equipment: baseball, football, soccer, lacrosse, and the equipment that's actually game-used from different schools, different teams. And this, of course, is a Navy football helmet that they get to try on, along with the pads and the uniforms.
Hi, I'm Richie, and you're watching the Children's Corner. Oh boy, do I like eating ice cream at the North Pole Ice Cream Shop. Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Okay. Welcome back to the Children's Corner. Everyone, we have CJ Papa here. He's here to talk to us about sports. So tell us, what specifically do you do in reference to the sports arena?
Well, one of the things I get to do is I'm on TV, just like we're going to be on TV. I'm a sportscaster in New York City where my job is to watch TV. Who here likes to watch TV? Raise your hand.
Wow.
Yeah. And guess what? You know how everybody's going to get some ice cream? Well, I get paid for it. So it's a pretty good job where you get to watch TV and get paid for it. What I get to do is I watch sports, and I meet athletes, and I speak to athletes, and I interview athletes, and I put stories about their lives and about what they do when they go out and play sports on the air. So when you're sitting at home, and maybe you're sitting with your moms and dads and you're watching the news, the sports comes on, and you see someone like me, and I go, "Hi, how are you? I'm CJ Papa. It's time for sports." Now tonight in New York, we talk about the Knicks or the Rangers or the Islanders, the Jets or the Giants, or the Super Bowl. Who knows about the Super Bowl? Yeah? What is it?
It's a good game that two teams are in this game, and it's a big game because these are two good teams, and they beat a lot of teams.
That's right.
And whoever wins is the goodest team in the year.
That's right. And it's a championship game, and it's a fun game to watch because what it does, it decides which is the best team, as Barry had to say here. And the thing I like about the Super Bowl is that you get to sit down and everybody around watches the game. So the next day, everybody asks your opinion of the game. So when you watch the game, someone's going to say to you, "What did you think of the game?" You say, "Well, I thought the game was stunk, it was boring." Or you say, "I thought the game was great, and I'm really glad that the Seahawks won, or I'm really glad the Steelers won." But if you're from New York, like last year, nobody wanted the Patriots to win because we're all Jets or Giants fans, and we don't like the Patriots. that's what we do. But my job is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun watching sports, and it's a lot of fun reporting on sports, and that's basically what I do. You guys have any questions? What's your question?
Do you have to say somebody lose good sportsmanship?
Well, we talk a lot about sportsmanship, and we talk about bad sportsmanship, because what we like to do is show if you're a bad sport or a poor sport where you rub somebody's face in it, we say you're very bad, and we don't like that. We like good sportsmanship. You shake hands at the end, you say good game, win or lose. If you win, it's great. If you lose, it's great. One thing about the professional athlete is that when the game is over, they're friends. And you see it all the time. They'll sit in the circle and they'll pray together, which is very important. But they'll also sit there and they'll shake hands, and when the game's over, they like to be together. because they have a lot of common interests. But when they're out on the field, they will knock each other's heads off because that's their job. They look at it as their job. What's your question?
Do you show the highlights?
Right. That's a big part of our job is that we watch the game. You know, let's say we watched a hockey game and we'd pick the best plays and we'd show the highlights. So you at home would know what would happen. So you don't even have to watch the game. Let me watch it and I'll tell you what happened.
Okay, CJ's doing a great job. We're going to be right back with more questions from the kids. Stay tuned with the Children's Corner.
Hi, I'm Gavin, and you're watching the Children's Corner. Stay tuned, because we'll be right back.
University of Maryland Women's Lacrosse Team is one of the most successful athletic programs in the history of the NCAA.
Kept winning and the winning kept generating more wins and their culmination is record of consecutive NCAA victories of 7.
I hope you're enjoying the show. We have lots of fun stuff for you. Let's see what else is happening.
In Maryland, lacrosse thrives at all levels of play.
The early establishment of lacrosse has led to Maryland becoming the epicenter of the game. It's provided an opportunity to play at every level for over 100 years, from elementary school all the way to post-collegiate.
I think Maryland's youth programs represent something unique in sport. The picture of people rise and live and work. In Maryland, it's we go to youth lacrosse practices.
The youth program started in the late 1950s, and with rec programs just developing and growing by leaps and bounds through the years, lacrosse really just...
War Admiral was #1 and the favorite. Looked the part of a champion. Charles Howard, owner of Seabiscuit, who held the #2 position. No starting gate was used and they were off. To the amazement of everyone, it was not the favored War Admiral that bounded into the lead, but #2, Seabiscuit. War Admiral was one of the most famous front-running horses in racing history. He always took the lead. He just kept running until all the others quit. The experts had this race figured the same way, and were surprised when Seabiscuit broke in front. However, the foreign players soon relaxed, for War Admiral slowly but steadily closed in. Until there seemed to be but one horse. What a picture! War Admiral and Seabiscuit. You'll never see a finer race.
Welcome back to the Children's Corner. The kids had lots of questions, which is great. So, CJ, tell me, is there any crazy kind of blooper things that happen, in the sports arena? Tell me.
Well, just the other night when we were on live TV, I went to say it was time for this team, Hofstra University, to win the game, and I said, the guy's going to put it up, here's the shot, and all of a sudden, the entire screen was white. And then they cut back to me and I said, trust me, folks at home, I guarantee you the ball went in. But we never showed it because the tape got eaten in the machine.
Oh, wow. And speaking of bloopers, I think we have one here for you. Hey, take a look. So you see, kids, welcome back to the Children's Corner. But you see, even us adults, we can make things happen crazy in the sports arena. We know that, we all make mistakes, and it definitely can happen. back to the Children's Corner. We're here with CJ Papa, and we want to talk more about how many Super Bowls have you been to?
Well, unfortunately, I've only been to one Super Bowl, but I will say it was a lot of fun to cover. The reason is when you work in local sports, you really just ask the NFL for credentials if your team makes it. In New York, we're lucky we have two teams. We have the Giants and Jets, and it was back in 2001 I had a chance to cover the Giants, who lost to the Baltimore Ravens, who played a fantastic game that night. They had a very dominating defense, and they were absolutely put the clamps on the Giants, who really didn't have a chance. They tried to move the ball, and it didn't happen. The Giants really had one chance to get back in the game, I remember, but the Ravens ran back a kickoff for a touchdown, and the game was over from there. But what I will say, it was a lot of fun to cover the Super Bowl. And it was a lot of fun, and it was the easiest event I've ever covered, because when we went into the Ravens locker room, all of the players are sitting on chairs, just like you would be all the media, right? And I'm the player, and I'm sitting in the chair, and let's say you're a cameraman, you have a camera on your shoulder, and you're the reporter, and you're going to ask me a question. We didn't have to battle for position because the player was up high, so it was really easy to ask any of the players questions, and all the Ravens were really nice. They won the game, they were very happy, and it was fun watching a team celebrate. It really is, to be in the locker room, whether they win or lose. I mean, losing it's tough, but they shake it off and they get right back and they're willing to talk to you. But when they win, it's really easy because they want to talk and tell you all their stories about what happened during the game.
It was an exciting year. It wasn't that great.
It certainly was. Did you know that Brian Billick, and when he coached in the Super Bowl against the Giants coach Jim Fossil, that they're actually very close friends, and they spent that preseason that year, they were on the same boat.
Wow,
and then they went against each other in the Super Bowl, and Jim Fossil didn't mind losing. If there was one guy he didn't mind losing to, it was Brian Billick.
Wow. So how about baseball? Are you a Yankees fan?
Well, I have to be a Yankees fan because I went to the World Series 6 times.
Wow.
With the Yankees, and it's a lot of fun covering the Yankees. It's like covering a rock group. Anyone know a rock group or musicians, and they have lots of people following them? That's what the Yankees are like. They're really like a rock group.
They're definitely a great team.
Certainly are.
I totally agree with that. The World Series is very interesting. It has lots of avenues. They play a lot of games.
Yeah.
They definitely do that, yes.
A lot of pageantry, too, with the World Series, and a lot of history. That's the beauty of baseball, that it's from the turn of the century. And I wasn't even born. And they were playing the World Series. And that's what is so great about baseball, is that when you get a little older and you want to look up some stuff, and if you're into sports, you can go on the internet now and you can look up anything you want about the World Series. And you can read about the Chicago White Sox who won this year, or all the world championships that the Baltimore Orioles won with their, great manager Earl Weaver from the 70s.
Well, kids, Baltimore Orioles won the World Series one time, actually. Let's take a look.
Cracker Jacks, I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, take me out.
We're delighted to have 2 Hall of Famers, 2 of the 19 people who have hit 500 home runs in their careers, Eddie Murray and Mike Schmidt, who will be the headliners in our home run contest.
I retired, so he was an American leader most of my career, and I just watched him on TV. And the 1983 World Series was really the only time a couple spring training games, maybe the only time I really got to see Eddie in person, and always admired him as a hitter, always jealous of him as a hitter. The guy got to switch hit. A Meyer switch hitter, hit from both sides of the plate, hit with power from both sides of the plate.
Guys, both of you, how does it feel to go out in a contest like this? Is it nice to get back in the uniform and hit swing, or do you get, to actually able to do it because sometimes you would be afraid of embarrassing yourself? How do you feel about
Well, it feel all the above. Embarrassing yourself is another part. No, we haven't been swinging, and I tell you, it's, we know what the expectations are, and we're not about to hit home runs like we used to. And I tell you, they got my real model bat back here, and it's actually too big now. So I actually wanted to go and see if I can get one of the lighter bats.
Well, that was the reunion part, and you got a chance to see Eddie Murray, and he was really one of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball. Didn't talk a lot to the media, but you know what? The guy let his bat do the talking, and he was absolutely one of the most feared hitters when he stepped up to the plate. Opposing pitchers, they didn't really want to face him because they knew he would either get a home run or get a hit in a very clutch situation. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
That's amazing. That is quite amazing.
Of course, the Orioles do win the World Series in '66. They win it again in 1970, and they win it in 1983. That was their last World Series. This trophy right here is the 1983 World Series trophy. It was the last time the Orioles won the World Series against the Phillies. And right next to it is a World Series ring that belonged to world-renowned broadcaster, sports broadcaster Chuck Thompson.
Jay, tell me, in order to be a sportscaster, what do you need to do?
Well, you know what? I tell all the kids I meet, because they ask me that question all the time, what do you need to do? Well, you need to know how to read, you need to know how to write, and you need to know math. So you have to study hard, because sports is about numbers, and it's about writing. And you can take those numbers and you have to add statistics. 2 home runs plus 5 home runs is 8 home runs? No, that's wrong. You have to make sure you get it right, because people are watching you all the time, and they will call up and say, you know, you had that number wrong, because people know a lot about sports and they pay attention to sports, and that's why you need to know how to add and subtract and do all the multiplication and division, and you also need to know how to write and put all that into context. So study hard and learn the fundamentals, because then you'll be able to use it if you want to work in TV, especially in sports.
That's great. So kids, what do you think? That's great. We'd like to thank our guest, C.J. Popper, for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Richie. You're watching the Children's Corner.
It has to go down as one of the great feats in the history of the World Series. Listen in as the Babe himself recalls that epic moment.
Well, I stepped out of the box, and by that time there was over hey! And I looked out to the field and I saw it. I counted it the next big ball right past the plate. Well, there you are.
As we watch him circle the bases, there is no question that he knows he has accomplished something extraordinary. The longest home run in Wrigley Field history, stroked with a vengeance. And still, the question is, did he or didn't he? Visit the Babe Ruth Museum and Birthplace and learn more about the greatest baseball player ever. I'm John Miller. Enjoy your tour.
Welcome back to the Children's Corner, and we'd like to thank our guest, CJ. Thank you very much for coming today. We have enjoyed you. Everyone, did you enjoy CJ today?
Yes! Thanks a lot for having me. My honor and pleasure to be here on the Children's Corner.
Stay tuned for the next show at the Children's Corner. Bye!
enjoying Teddy Bear Woods? Yes, I am. And I'm also enjoying our lovely picnic. Well, I am too.
Thank you.
Did you like that? Yes, I did. That's one of my favorite songs. Well, I'm glad. So, tell me, Snow Day, do you have any favorite colors? Why, yes, I do. And my favorite color is white, because I'm white. Wow, that's amazing. And what's your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Christmas. You like Christmas? Why, yes, because there's snow, and snow is white, and white is my favorite color, and there's lots of presents on Christmas. Well, that's great. I'm glad you like Christmas, because Christmas is coming in a couple weeks. You're watching the Emma Times 2 show. So, Snow Day, would you like to sing a song? Why, yes, I would. And what song would you like to sing? London Bridge Falling Down. Okay, then. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down all day. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Take the keys and lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. Take the keys and lock them up, my fair lady. Here comes the hatchet to chop off your head. Take the keys and lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. Take the keys and lock them up, my fair lady. Yay! That was fun! Hey, Snow Day, do you like Alice in Wonderland? Yes, I do. I love her a lot. Well, why don't we take a look at Alice? But you look sweet upon the seat for a bicycle built for two. Hi, I'm Emma. Hi, I'm Emily. And you're watching the Emma Times 2 show. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Lions, tigers and bears, oh my! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Ah! Lions and tigers and bears, oh my! Junior. She likes to dance. Well, that's all, folks. On the Emma Times 2 show. Tune in next time. Bye.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Pleasure, double your fun.
Get double everything
all into one. Come on, do the commotion with me.
Okay,
We're gonna
now.
sing our hits now. Goodbye. See you next time.
Get double everything rolled into one. Now knock your two bears together. Boop, boop, boop. Not me. Emma, now you were being so nice to each other. Emily. All right, tap your beds. Tap your bears together. Da 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 da. All right, and you know what? As a special reward for your show today, you.
Happy with me. It's so hard to be confident in your abilities, but everyone has a special talent in which they can believe. H-A-P-P-Y, if I believe